is Dr. Sheila. You can.
Yes. Thank you all the Hindi team and good evening everyone. We are going to the English session. Today, IFPH is conducting its 2105th day of uninterrupted daily webinar series. I am inviting all the participant students to this wonderful platform. And I am Dr. Sheila Prim, today's moderator. So today we are inviting such a big personality, Dr. B.T. Rudresh. Before starting, we can go for 1 minute silent prayer. Okay, thank you. So today our chief guest is Dr. B.T. Rudresh. So he is MD Homeo, PhD, D.Sc, HC, DLit HC, and homeopathic, a very famous homeopathic physician. He is awarded by the Hanuman Gold Medalist, Rajyotsava and Kempi Gowda Award, and Doctor of Science, Kaumba University, Doctor of Literature, Maharani Cluster University, and he was the president of Karnataka Board of Homeopathy System of Medicine, expert member D.Sc, Parul University, Gujarat, faculty member, former member, Senate and Syndicate, Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Science, Karnataka, former executive member, Board of Governors, Central Council of Homeopathy, New Delhi, former member, Karnataka Jnana Ayogya. So if I am going to describe about him, it will take half an hour. So I am concluding this with a very brief discussion. See, he is such a big personality and we are very glad and privileged to invite to him this wonderful IFPH platform. And I think we are all students and doctors are eagerly waiting for Dr. Rudresh's lecture about the infertility. Today our subject is infertility, our homeopathic perspective. And I think he is cured more than 3,000 cases. So it is a wonderful experience for us also, sir. So we warmly welcome to this dais. So now you can start. Once again, from my heart, I am inviting you, sir. So dais is yours, sir. Please. Thank you.
Namaste. Namaskar. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Audible and visible.
Yes.
Okay. How about my slides?
No.
Yes, sir. It's fine. We can see the slides.
Slides are away.
Yes.
Yes. Sir.
Visible?
Yes, sir. Visible. Perfect, sir. You can make it big screen.
Yeah, I was just wondering.
You will not be able to see the screen, sir.
Yeah. I am able to see you.
Yes.
And Dr. Shibi and who else?
Yes.
Danesh and Ram Ravish. Yeah, I can see 4 of them.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I can see Kulwan. Hi, sir.
Yes, sir.
ಚಾಂದಿನಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅವಾಗ
ಸರಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ
ನಾನು ಕಾಣಿಸಲ್ವಲ್ಲ
Please make it full screen, sir. Please make it full screen.
Full screen?
Yes.
Now?
And not now. Just a click away.
No, but whatever is going on now, is it fine?
Hey, it's fine, but it's better to
go to the full screen.
Now it's okay. Okay, now it's fine, sir.
ಹೆಂಗೆ ನೀವು ಒಂದೊಂದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯಾ
ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಸರ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ
ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ
ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್
ಹಿಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗು ಹಿಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಗುಡ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಟು ಸಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅರುಣ್ ಬಸ್ಮೆ ಕುಲ್ವಂತ್ ಸಿಂಗ್ and Ram Paresh Shah. Of course, I don't know, I can able to see them. That's why my pranam, sir, sabko, for everyone, including Danesh, sir. Sir, I would rather will not stick to the classroom lecture. I'll basically I'm a practitioner, and I would like to recognize as a practitioner. वो मैडम ने जो बता रही थी वो बहुत लंबी चौड़ी ये है, that's okay, दैट्स ये दुनिया वो मांगती है, मेरे लिए नहीं, दुनिया मांगती है. People always, especially when I was in university, Rajiv Gandhi Health University, 15 years back, when I went as a when I joined there as a syndicate member, homeopathy का हाल इतना अच्छा था, nobody even offered me a single chair to sit there when I went. So from there we have started the homeopathic journey. सबका वही है. Whoever you see who have practiced now, my practice is almost for 45 years. I am speaking from my clinic where I have already seen 80-90 patients today, and I am sitting in front of you. Why I am trying to tell you that? Why I am trying to tell you that is that we have seen a very, very, very detrimental of homeopathy 50 years back when I came to Bangalore, and today where we are. Today where we are. It is not for embarrassing or not for self-trumpet. All strata of society who is to demerit homeopathy, especially my allopathic brothers, bureaucrats, politicians, or ordinary common man of Karnataka. हमारा the whole idea of taking up homeopathy itself was self-insinuating. I don't know how I sustained, for now I am 70 completed, I am into 71 now, practicing in the same place where I am sitting in Gandhi Bazaar from past 50 years. And what homeopathy was, people used to mock at us, make mockery of homeopathy. दिखाते थे वो देख पुड़िया जा रहा है. That's how we used to be mocked at. Today the same very people, at least in a day, I will see not less than 3 to 4 allopathic brothers and their families. कहीं ना कहीं कोई आईपीएस वाले, कोई, इसलिए नहीं तुम बड़े नहीं होते, वो बात भी बोल देता हूँ. बट एज फार एज होम्योपैथी इज कंसर्न, तुम कितना भी बोलो, यू क्लेम दैट आई एम किंग ऑफ बेथलेहम, नोबडी केयर्स. पीपल आर रिजल्ट ओरिएंटेड. You give results, they believe homeopathy. That's what we have done. And of course, media from past 20 years has helped me too much. Today I am almost considered as one of the most sought media person in homeopathy, at least, and public also. Incidentally, the government of Karnataka recognized universities. Recently, one women university, Maharani Cluster University, bestowed honorary doctorate on me, along with my favorite doctor Bharti and Biocon lady. Along with Biocon lady. It was meant for females, but the university people felt that Dr. Rudresh contribution for females was superb. That's why they recognized. Why I am trying to tell you this, it is certainly not for it is certainly not for self-boosting or trumping my thing, but we have gone through such levels of hatredness in society. Today at least I have seen 6 chief ministers, 7 governors, lot of allopathic doctors, medical college owners and their families. झाड़ू मारने वाली भी आके बैठ जाती है. So homeopathy has been made to accept from king to pauper. Why I am trying to tell you this? This is how a physician has evolved in his practice, not only making a name for him for homeopathy in the society, but agar today be even today, along with me, if somebody wants to sit in a live TV, 80% of the people say no. Even if they sit, वो आउट ऑफ द कोर्ट सेटलमेंट में आ जाता है, सर हमारा कुछ भी मत बोलो, हम भी तुम्हारा कुछ भी नहीं बोलता है. And that's how it goes. It has come to that now. In other words, we have gone through a lot of all this, and in spite of that, steadfastly stuck to homeopathy, and homeopathy has really given us literally everything. I've seen 45 lakhs of patients till today in 45 years, and you name it, any case you name it, simple. If I make believe it or not cases where all the media of Karnataka has done it, when I'm celebrating my 70th year next month, last year ही हो गया, all the Samagra Sahitya, the whole Sahitya of homeopathy which I have written in Kannada has come to 900 pages, which is going to be presented, which is going to be a base grantha in Kannada as far as homeopathy is concerned. Why I am trying to put you this across is this is what the work which over the time God has bestowed us. We will come to our point, today's infertility cases. Let me be very clear. I am not an infertility specialist at all. ओहो, मैं सीधा साधा रामपुर का लक्ष्मण है, एक विलेज से. when I came in 1975, my English was what means what no. This was the situation. I was a Kannada medium student who took to homeopathy. This was the situation. And forget about doing 3,000 and more than 3,000 cases. And even to talk about homeopathy in public, it took 10 years for me to teach in government college medicine for 9 years. Then I did a documentary on Hahnemann in 1990, which was a hit in Karnataka. I did not turn back after that. अभी तक at least 400 to 500 TV interviews, depending on typically literally everything. I was the only one who opposed vaccination during COVID. I received not threatening calls from Delhi telling that आप वैक्सीनेशन के खिलाफ बोल रहे हैं, आप मोदी जी के खिलाफ बोल रहे हैं, क्यों बंद करो. So local people came and asked me not to talk against the vaccination. This was the situation which was created in Karnataka. मतलब साफ सीधा, anything and everything, anything which can be treatable through medicine in any other system on this earth can be done with homeopathy. That's what we have proved in Karnataka. And of course, Delhi तो हमारा साहब भी है, दोनों साहब बैठे हैं उधर का, कितना कम बोला तो अभी उतना अच्छा है. What we have done there, the 10 years I was in CCH, 3 years I was board of governor, or CCRH maybe. All this has exposed us to the homeopathic education. Why I was trying to tell you this, I am basically not a infertility specialist. क्या हो जाता है ना, suppose a fellow is having diabetes, high diabetes of 400, 300, वो तुम्हारे पास आता है, तुमको 150, 140 में तुम ले जाता है. First thing he will not tell he is having diabetes. Second, he will not tell he has gone to a homeopath and he has made me this. Third part, at the most, he can tell this to his own best friends. तो तुमने इतनी बड़ी लॉ ऑफ सिमिलर्स, ये मेथड, सरकार मेथड, ICR मेथड, क्या नहीं है होम्योपैथी में, सब बना के किया केस, लेकिन दे विल नॉट टेल एनीवन. बट ये ऐसा नहीं है. ये इनफर्टिलिटी का केस जो है, everybody feels that there is no child in the family, and when they come to, they have literally seen all the Santana Lakshmis, that is gynecologists of Bangalore, spend lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of rupees, sold their houses, sold their belongings, sold their gold, ट्रीटमेंट. बदली में क्या मिला? बड़ी बड़ी मूछ, बड़ी बड़ी दाढ़ी, इतनी बड़ी ये आईवीएफ एक बार दो बार करने दो, देखो उन लोगों का क्या होता है. तो बाद में अगर नहीं हुआ तो वो बोलते हैं आई एम सॉरी. द बेस्ट आईवीएफ क्लिनिक ऑन दिस ग्लोब claims, Mayo Clinic, is 13.5% results. Mind you. And the same clinic studies shows 75% of the autism cases are because of IVF. तो तुमने क्या कर दिया? गणपति के बिना उसका बाप को बना दिया. Take one buy one free. इतने में the industry is blooming mainly because of this. Anyway, जाने दीजिए. I will come to this. As I told you, when I have done a case of homeopathy, तो वो सब फैल जाता है सारी फैमिली में, सारी हॉस्पिटल में. पहले जो लोग ट्रीट करते थे, गायनेकोलॉजिस्ट, आईवीएफ, दिस दैट वगैरह, नेक्स्ट वन. All that people start wondering कि क्या हो गया. When they go back and tell them, sir, madam, ऐसे हुए थे, we have took homeopathy and look, today is what it is. So that is how at least all these infertility cases, they tell their family members, they tell the society, they go and inform their previous gynecologist. I am seeing one of the leading gynecologists of South, Dr. Herle, is almost sending me cases from past 30 years. वो पहला उसका एक केस था, टेस्टिस ऑफ कैंसर, एजूस्पर्मिया. उस केस में 6 महीने के बाद it came to 2 million and the girl conceived. वो कैंसर टेस्टिस वाला बाद में उसको टेस्टिस निकाल दिया, वो अलग बात है. उससे पहले they had a child. I mean, it is nothing but a, वो लोग को वो तो मिरेकल, उन लोगों के वजह से वो मिरेकल ही है. बट हमारे लिए क्या? हमारे वेरी सिंपल. हम जाएंगे नेक्स्ट. चाइल्ड क्या होता है? वो मेरे को भी 3000 बच्चों के बाद भी अभी मैं
Sir, kindly speak in English, sir. Because the other person, some people cannot understand Hindi, sir.
Okay. Sorry. ठीक है. Okay. We'll. Okay. Now, infertility cases. Why do we consider is in this country of 140 crores? Do you think? The other day I was with the chief minister. एक दूसरा मिनिस्टर ने he introduced to the another minister, telling that he is the infertility specialist. Then he immediately retired and said, "Arey, in this country, what is the big man? What is the big contribution yours?" The Home Minister said. So I said immediately, water everywhere, not a drop to drink. This is what the Shakespeare said. This is what Shakespeare also said. Man lives through his poetry and progeny. I am sure everyone can't write poetries, they can produce progenies and they can live longer. And their vamsha, their families live longer. So, with every child, whatever the child borns, you should see the family, how they be so happy. Mother, with every child, the child gives birth to mother also. We have not only given 3,000 children, we have given 3,000 mothers to society. Wherever God cannot be there, He created mothers. Mothers created us. So that's how the saga goes on. And next one, please. most of the cases, 80 to 90% of the cases, probably who comes to homeopath, except that they are come from generations in the house, they come for the first time. But otherwise, 80 to 90% of the cases, they have gone round the city, done all the tests, then nothing has happened, then they have come. This case which I wanted to, yeah, this is the next one. Okay, go back, go back, go back, go back. Okay, okay. The other case, the one case which I wanted to offhandly, next, okay, mindless travel. Yes. What I wanted to emphasize is that when they come to you, they must have seen 8 to 10 gynecologists. And in one case of this, they have lost literally everything. I had one lady of 38-year-old, hails from a big nursing home of Bangalore. There are 8 doctors in the family. She had around 17 cuts on her abdomen. Somebody told you go to homeopathy. And this lady with 17 cuts on her abdomen, and with family of 8 doctors in the family, with a big nursing home to her backup, she consulted me. Then I said, Madam, no, I don't think. First of all, you are 38 years. I don't take up cases after 30, 38. It is difficult. After 35. After 38, hey. And you have how much? 17 cuts. 17 cuts on different reasons. Ovarian cyst, or something in the cyst in the, what's that? Hepatic cyst. They had one removed, that also. Ovarian cyst, kuch tha, appendix, all these was 17. It took for me to give thiocyanamine, calcarea floor, and her constitution medicine for 1.5 years. After that, I started indicated remedy of her, which turned out to be a Kalikarp case. I gave Kalikarp onem and Ufernilum onem. She conceived. But for the 18th time, they have to cut her abdomen, I'm sure. And this is how it goes. This is how you make name. This is how it brings name to homeopathy. There was no chance of something to happen in this case. It has happened with homeopathy. It is the name that we have done in homeopathy through these cases. Next one, please. Of course, I don't need to tell all this, what is homeopathy, how it comes, why not, all that. But sometimes these slides were made to give it to some students, final year students, and all that. That's why these slides were made. I am more interested in the typical clinical judgments immediately. I see 100 patients a day with 5 assistant doctors. Many times you will not have time more than 5 minutes. Within that, they must have done the case, taken the case, they have written down the remedies on the side, then they will come to me as a last final touch. Even then it will be very difficult. So I will only ask 2-3 questions. First time I give the medicine, many times it clicks. If it doesn't click, then I will sit with them and try to take the cases. So we also know nowadays I hear a lot of people talking about science, unscientific, scientific, vagaira and vagaira. We must all realize that the founder of homeopathy himself was a great allopath of his time, par excellence of par excellence of his time. And I would recall 2 sentences of Sir William Osler, who said, Sir William Osler is a Nobel laureate who is known as the father of modern medicine. He says, if anybody has done good to the medical profession, it is nothing other than the Hahnemann. That was his statement. Ye log sale, what all they claim, it is unscientific, oh, yeah. And you know what Sir William Osler said? Medicine is science of uncertainty, art of probability. He continues to tell, a good physician is the one who teach the masses how not to take the medicine. So what do we do for food? For everyone you teach how not to take the medicine, and where do the practitioner go? No, it's not that question. Naming a disease, giving one medicine to one disease is not a doctor. He is peddler of medicine. What homeopathy does? Homeopathy is not interested in giving some Kalikarb, some Natramur, some Sepia, koi nahi diya, maine diya, and it has come to this. It is not that. We are only trying to find out a remedy. If the truth has been told, 30 to 40% of the cases which you see in your practice, they don't need any medicine. Honestly, they don't need any medicine. For one man, if you give a very simple hint of life, how to lead your life, identify where the problem is. Nowadays, the other day, whereas opposite my house, there is a businessman. He saw one inspector, lady inspector, coming into my clinic and going. Immediately he came, Dr. Saab, you have to do me a favor. Kya hai? You have to ask that inspector to arrest my wife. Arre, why wife, man? She has stolen money, 3 lakhs in the morning from the drawer. How do you say that? The CCTV shows. Interpersonal relationship in the society has come to this today. And I see lot of newses, lover ke saath, lady with the lover kills the husband. 40 years auntie runs away with a 20-year boy. Sister-in-law runs away with brother-in-law. How much more medicine you go on give? Where does the disease starts? That's why what do we say in homeopathy? Diseases do not arise only from microbes, viruses, all this. It's 50% truth, 50% wrong. Why 50% truth? Then what? What do we say? Man has to maintain harmony with society, family, and work spot. If you don't maintain that, you don't become a doctor who gives 2 goalies. No, you don't become that. You call yourself you're a chikitsak. You are not a doctor who gives goli. Red goli, ga goli, white goli, pudiya, kuch. No, you are not that. You are the guardian of the society. If the truth has been told, if all the homeopaths work with what Hanuman has really dictated us to do, a dunya will become Jannat. This will become heaven, I am telling you. And all the doctors, you will be, worshipped if all of us do wonders like this. It's not wonder, it's been told to us. The other day, one lady came, they have a name, no? That I am a, what so-called the fertility specialist. One engineer, what is this? One of my classmate, who is 70-year-old, one day she called up, Rudresh, what has happened in front of my house? Arey, why are you crying, man? What's happened? They have put a big board. What is that board? Boys and girls co-live in hostel. Ye kya ho gaya? Where are we reaching? We are going back to animals. How do they study? If a boy and a girl stays in a single room, co-live in and studying while studying. There were 30 rooms in front of our house. 1,002 applications filled up in a day. So now in Bangalore, you see, I am talking about the urban societies where the disease originates, grows, starts. A doctor must be aware of all this. Without which, if you are trying to fix up some remedy or fix up some homeopathic, what so called the similimum, you have gone. It is certainly just not that. I will watch for that. One engineer came, she sat in front of me, Doc, I have PCOS, Doc. I said, how do you know? I I Googled, doc. Okay. My FSH is also high, doc. Oh, fine. How did you find out? I Googled, doc. In 5 minutes, she said that she has Googled 7 times out of 5 minutes. I said, Arre, madam, if you only would have spent time with your husband, the time with you spent with the Google, you would have had the child by now. It has come to that now. It has come to that now. So a homeopathic doctor must be aware of what is going on in society. How people are behaving, what is their lifestyle. Lifestyle का मतलब नाक पकड़ के योगा करो, deep breath ले लो, अरे किधर करता है. There is one boy who comes from a village. He comes, sir, मेरा village में it was not like this. After coming to this Bangalore, दिमाग खराब हो गया. अच्छा क्या हो गया? All these girls showing all their parts. I can't move, I can't read. और तुम क्या करोगे उसको? You can't teach all these girls how not to expose. I have to give this medicine. Can you? And if you say you do yoga, he says, if I close my eyes, I see a lot of things here. So a doctor is the one, a homeopathic doctor is the one who takes care of literally all factors which are governing behind sickness, not prescribing one medicine. If you are prescribing one medicine to one disease, I am sure you have gone, homeopathy will also be gone. The more we try to invest, and now what do we see? 80 to 90% of the cases who comes, they come with this big investigation report. And a jadu marne wali, a housemaid from a village tells me, Doctor Saab, see this, I have uric acid. Hi, can you give medicine? I said, we don't give medicine to uric acid. Tell me what is your problem. So now people started talking, including a jadu marne wali, servant maid, in terms of all investigation reports. These big reports, doctors, they have done, and 5 doctors in a day, not all the 5 has written 5 medicines, then what to do? So you are in such a situation, you give only small pills, first of all, and you don't have a big hospital, you don't have big screens, you don't have big girls to invite and offer coffee, you don't have anything, sada sida, simple clinic, and you have to hold on 100 people a day from 40 years. What I meant, my approach is mainly on the practical side. Of course, my theory, strong base is that, but my approach would be purely practical. Yes, madam. Next one, please. The first case is the one which of a management of that male infertility. Next one, please. This was a azoospermia case. This was done somewhere around, I think, 15 years back. When I was speaking of my practice, if somebody would have said with a report in the hand, I have azoospermia, do I get a child? I would have laughed at him and said, Bhago. No, it is not possible. But now I will say, yes, I will look into that. This is what happened. Patient aged about 30 years, married 10 years, wife 30 years, came with complaints of primary infertility. Reports say, next, suggestive of azoospermia. First of all, you have to make a decision whether this case is mine or not mine. Reversible, irreversible. Curable, incurable. You cannot misguide and wrongly lead the patient and bring a bad name to you and as well as to the system. And when I saw the reports, these were the reports. Left testicular distortion, right epididymal calcification, bilateral chronic epidydymorchitis, bilateral varicocele grade 4, 2 years back operation done, again relapsed. Next one, please. One second. After seeing the pathology, after seeing the diagnosis, how many of us are ready to take this case and say, yes, you will have a child? I don't know how many of us, including myself, I did not assure the patient that you will have a child. I sincerely said, I try my level best. There is a saying in English which says, when there is highway, why go in byway? Lekin aapka highway has cut, there is highway people has diagnosed this case, and there's nothing is possible to adopt a child. And when they have come to me, and when I saw this on pathological grounds, I am sure this case is not going to work out, then I took the other options. Next one, please. I told you, when there is highway, why go in byway? But highway is cut, then what I did? I started exploring his personal life, his lifestyle investigations, his lifestyle, whatever has happened in his life space investigation. He is from it is just next to Tumkur, 50 kilometers away. He is running a tea stall, brought up in a lower middle class family. He runs a tea shop. Next one, please. Patient was always been a very sensitive child. He was unable to study because of financial stresses. However, he started his tea stall. He has always felt that respect and honor are very important to him. What are we seeing now in the society? Ministers, VIPs are going to jail, staying there for 90 days, coming back on hathi, elephant, coming back on horses. They are all big men now. For them, honor, respect, Gaya Kam se. But this middle class man who sells his tea on the roadside, he felt that his respect and honor are very important to him. Very sensitive to what others say about him. What used to happen was, he used to meet a lot of people. They used to come, have a cup of tea, have one cigarette. So when they are standing, they would ask him, "Arey, what are you doing, man?" Yeah, I'm this married? I said, yes. How many children? No. After 1 or 2 years, people started, looking down upon him, telling that he is no good man. So he also started feeling that he is not a man. That means मर्द नहीं है, ऐसा माहौल create कर दिया. So then what happened? Then next one, please. Brought up in a rigid, strict environment, and of course he was a middle class poor man. I'm sure he can't have girlfriends unless if you have a gadi, bangla, bade cheese, big things. He couldn't have that, so he has to suppress his sex and anger also. Because of all this, the society is mocking at him. Bachcha nahi hai, no child, good nahi hai, you are not a man. So fear of hurt, shame, inability to express anger, and because of his condition, he is experiencing further humiliation and mortification. Now, I have brought it to this kind of a rubric. I am sure after seeing the rubric, you all know what medicine to give. But assessing, analyzing, coming to understanding the person in toto, fixing these to these rubrics was the competence. You all know what is the medicine. Next one, please. Staphysagria, the agony of what I wish and what I am, what I portray and what I actually am. Look at this. Ailments from suppressed anger, ailments from mortification and humiliation, ailments from embarrassment, ailments from wounded honor, offended easily, sensitive to reprimand, trembling from anger. These were the Staphysagria's final things which I could able to assess. See how to study a medicine. ये तो मैं कर लिया. This I have rubrics that I have put, and I have understood Staphysagria is the remedy. There is another way of understanding the medicine. How is that? Next one, please. Where does this Staphysagria grow? Look at that. Larkspur plant. Next one, please. Next. एक इंगन होगल बन रही.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್.
It is an elegant, tall plant, ornamental in nature, belongs to family of Ranunculaceae. The plant stands erect along the fence, modest, haughty, far too sensitive to show the emotions. Stems are sturdy, hollow, breaks with the winds. Patient was sensitive to external pressure, stress, fragile, vulnerable. Stepsagria plant is also the same. Next one, please. And where does Stepsagria work? Acts markedly on CNS, morbid state of causing irritation of nerves. Flower was used for healing in olden days. Next one, please. I will only take one remedy like this in male, one in female. Then you will know as to what is my understanding, how I understand a medicine, how I did. I am sure 3,000 cases will certainly take at least 24 hours, even if I tell you the main one. Seeds are known to produce vomiting. Staphysagria has stimulating action and often travels from initial sora, inflammation, to progressive psychotic states. Mind, body, intellect, correlation of the remedies. Next one, please. What is the personality? Criticism, external impressions, who may have stages of sadness. Stages of passive aggression is image, pride, suffers. Next one, please. What is the miasmatic evolution? Psychosis, progressing to syphilis, caries, and destruction. This is what you saw, no? There, if you see the first slide, the pathological slide, if you can recollect, testicular distortion, psychoepididymitis. How many pathological conditions? Did that possible? Yes, it is possible with Staphysagria if you understand the Staphysagria in this way. Next one, please. This was my 20 years back case. I can quote such 10 cases today. But that day it was a very big thing to me. The wife delivered a baby in September 17. One small joke, when I was doing that, all my assistant doctors, one is sitting next to me, all these assistant doctors told, sir, he has got a child. Why not we get the semen analysis done once again for our records? I did not do in this case, but in one case I did. There's a child, I called the husband and got it done. It came negative. Azoospermia. Then what? Then what? God knows. Mitra se putra santan ho gaya hai. And then they said, when we are taking homeopathy from Rudresh, and we got a child. Ho gaya, mera naam pe chala gaya. Next one, please. So scientific evidence, scientific all this बहुत अच्छा लगता है. And I have seen in one of the cases, the wife kept on telling me, my husband is wrong, my husband is wrong. Of course, always husbands are wrong only. Wrong. क्या हुआ? He shows that, what's that? Semen analysis report, no? Yeah, he always goes with his friend to laboratory. वो उसका friend का semen देता है. रिपोर्ट इसका नाम पे आता है और दुनिया को all relatives know that he is all right. He is not all right, sir. I am telling you, I am his wife. So you will have to undermine lot of things, understand lot of things, lot of nuances, and you are not a judge here to judge the society. You are only a friend, philosopher, guide. You are not here to find out fault of society and fault of allopaths, fault of my own homeopaths who are practicing only for money. 50,000, 30,000. The other day, one azoospermia case in a corporate homeopathic business, poor fellows, they have brought money for interest of 5% and child did not happen. That fellow went, held her hand, neck. I said, I will kill you if you don't give me my 50,000 rupees. No, we are not of that order. Homeopaths have got little maryada, little dignity, little honor. To be honest with you, with all these 3000 cases, I must have charged maximum is 2000 rupees. One case of a news reader, रहना बेगम, वो दूरदर्शन की वाली, उसका मैं 200 रुपए लिया था, 200 rupees. Lowest was 200. The maximum money I have taken to achieve this 3000 is 2000 rupees. Any medicine must suffice and must fill the gap of that land's requirements. Land's requirement. बड़े बड़े वालों को, पैसे वालों को, बंगले वालों को, लाखों, I'm sorry, हिंदी आ जाता है, sorry. You can charge only lakhs and lakhs of rupees to the multimillionaires. How about a झाड़ू मारने वाली उसको, I mean, she has also had to have child. Anyway, we straight away go to aphorism 210. This is why we always think that though it was a worst case of azoospermia, this is what the aphorism says. Next one, straight away go to the female one. One more female case, I will finish it off. Go. I think before I go to the next female case and finish it off, and I think where we are now, 12 minutes left. On last case, finish it off. How do you go in a case? Does all the case needs repertorization? Every case you repertorize? Hahnemann time there was no repertory at all. And now we claim that we have computers, we have bade this, that and all. Garbage in, garbage out. You take all the symptoms, the moment the patient comes, you feed them into that, you always get sulfur, calcareous, lycopodium, silicea, pulsatilla. हो गया? No, you can't do that. It's not that. It's not just somehow matching remedies in the computer. Speak to the patient. Hippocrates क्या बोलता है? Listen to the patient. He is telling you the diagnosis. Diagnosis, remedy diagnosis, medicine diagnosis, person diagnosis, per se. He is telling you, listen to him carefully. Acute, chronic, constitutional, keynotes, specifics, nosode, repertorial or non-repertorial. How to build up the totality? Who decides the totality? It is not the doctor. It is the case which dictates and takes it to fix up the remedy. Next one, please. I think go to male infertility. This was the first 1000 cases which I analyzed. First 1000 cases mein, these are the differentiation of a male infertility. Go to the female one, please. Next one, yes. Go back. Commonly used remedies, as far as I am concerned, in male infertility was usually Beretta-carb, thiocyanamine, tuberculinum, staphysagria, Beretta-carb. These are the 5 remedies which I always, one time or the other during my treatment of male infertility, I have used. Next one, please. This was the probably only one case which in a female which I did. This was a repeated course case of 32-year-old lady, pregnancy, 10th pregnancy when she came to me. There were 9 abortions before they came to me. I was getting out of the clinic. It was already 10 o'clock. I had seen 100 patients. I didn't want to see anyone. Opposite व्यापारी लोग आ गए एक lady को लेके. Sir, please see. I said, what is the case? They have wrapped up a thin sari around her. No innerwears, no bras, no inside, nothing. They have brought at 10 o'clock. Next one, please. Next. Larry. No. What did you do? Allappa. No. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ್ರಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಹೋಗೋದಲ್ವಾ ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಈಗ ಒಂದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ದೇರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಟು ಆಪರೇಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ I straight away I took only 2 minutes in this case though I am explaining it in at length, but I took only 2 minutes to decide the remedy. They came in a repeatedly with a small thin sari, no innerwears. The moment they came in, I said, come tomorrow. They said, no sir, please see. We cannot bring her in the day. I said, what happens? The moment she become pregnant, she goes to room, take out all innerwear, take out all innerwears, and she want to stay naked. This was the one thing which I got. Straight away asked my assistant to give lachesis, 1M, give it to them 3 times 3 days. I asked them to come after 3 days. 4th day night they came, she was wearing a sari. She was wearing a sari, she was in a much this thing, and the patient was, as I told you, there is lot of things which I can explain now. How a snake's behavior was matching her, though I had given in 2 minutes, but how it was matching through mind, body, intellect, her surroundings, how it was matching lachesis. Next one, please. The snake, she had a lot of problems with in-laws, lot of problems with husband, and her wounds, everything was kept inside. She was ready to fight it back. She couldn't do that. This is the time when she has aborted 9 times. 10th time when she came, I had given her lachesis. Next one, please. Next one, please. I am not going to explain. I am sure we have left with another 6 minutes. I think, next one, please. Intolerance of power within will not tolerate authority. Mother-in-law authority, he will not go with his daughter-in-law. They see lachesis like provoked snake will strike back with anger, suspicious, jealousy, manipulations to find a way to the top. Next one, please. Usually, unusually crazy, jealous, violent. It was all there with her. This was written after giving lachesis to her. I did not go to all this when I made these slides. I took only 2 minutes with one particular thing in that. Next one, please. What happened when, next, go next. Each one, herring when he was hitting the snake head, this is what, next one please. Surukuku snake, what happened when herring was camping in the Amazon tree? There were nobody who lived after seeing a Surukuku snake. So he was the one who survived. He became unconscious the moment he just lifted the box, and this is what happened. Next one please. Next one please. After giving the lachesis in repeated doses, she continued with her pregnancy. She delivered a baby. It was the 10th delivery. Next one please. Of course, now how female has to strive hard in society, to earn money, to make a living, to compete with man, all that has to be considered when you are trying to understand a female. Next one please. Most of the cases in infertility, and if you see Boric, or even in Kent for that matter, straight from the shoulder, 26, 26, 26, sepia. I have given sepia with only with that, nothing else, and sleeps like a log. Husbands always complain about their wives. Sir, nahi, kuch nahi hai, kuch nahi hai. Sleeps like a log. Sepia I had given in beautiful cases, repeated abortions. Sepia, Beretacarb, Kalicarb in most of the cases, Natramure and Uferinum. Pulsatilla in some of the cases when it has matched. Next one please. A brief summary of 1000 cases which I have done in the first one. What they called unexplained infertility with a gynecologist that say it is explainable in homeopathy. PCOD 132, PCOD 132, fibroids 36, tubal blocks is a very, it was a very amazing thing for me to even realize that the tubal blocks, both the tubal blocks, within 1 year, clearing conceiving and having a child was something amazing to me also. Thiocyanamine, calcarea flour, and her constitutional remedy, either it was psychosyphilitic or syphilitic, whatever it was, usually psychotic, was the remedy. Tubal blocks, anovulatory cycle, missed abortions, 17, 8, 9, 10, hypothyroidism, endometriosis. Next one, please. Next one, please. Next. I could not video, mirror time, there was no video and everything. What I have done is, people, if you see the background, they all sit in front of me in the next door. They come with their children, at least show it to me. So I have 3,000 mother and child photos with me, and another 3,000 when they meet in the hotel, when they meet in the shop, they say, sir, this is aapki daya. This is the case. Why didn't you come and show? No, mera nani mar gayi. Nahi aaya. I mean, this is how people take all the advantage of a doctor. Most of them, they don't report back. Validation, scientific, किधर करता है? 50% लोग after the काम नहीं आते. Anyway, next one please. Next one please.
There are only 1 minute left, sir.
हो गया ना मेरा? हो गया ना? End में आ गए ना? 1 minute. Thank you.
So it's finished, sir. Okay.
हो गया ना? Thank you बोल दिया ना और क्या?
Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. It was really a wonderful session and wonderful speech also. I think you give an opportunity for us to treat this case without because with the confidence. So thank you so much, sir. So Danesh, sir, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. It was really a rocking day for us because you really highlighted how a homeopathy doctor need to look into the case and how one can move into the case and how to study what is the relevance of observation, how to analysis the case.